today's world, everything is getting smaller. Technology certainly helps. And for us guitar players, that's no exception. Do you kind of miss those days where you're pushing up 3 flights of stairs, a massive Marshall amp, bringing a huge pedal board, or even in the studio having a wall of rack units? Oh, the good old days. Well, let's wake up. I don't miss that at all. That's why today we are going to review the all-new and exclusive Hotone Ampero Mini. Let's go. Hot on the heels of the highly successful Ampero and Ampero 2, the fine chaps at Hotone have put all of that magic into this. Like its big brothers, the Ampero Mini offers those incredible amp sims and high quality effects, powered by the new gen CDCM HD and the F.I.R.E system. And what this means for us silly guitarists is that you can get all those high quality sounds, all that processing power in a teeny weeny enclosure. This device features a beautiful touchscreen with dynamic color display and optimized UI activity, which makes it really easy to set up, navigate, and to program. I've got to say the touchscreen is one of those unique features that Hotone got right, because when you do a touchscreen wrong, it's terrible. But this one is really high quality. This little monster can handle up to 9 effects, consisting of amp and cab models, pedal models, and tons of Hotone original effects. In addition to that, you get a very good quality built-in looper, which lasts 100 seconds in mono or 50 in stereo. You also get a very good quality tuner, and last but not least, just to round things up and put this into a beautiful package for everyone, you get a drum machine with loads of preloaded drum rhythms. You can set the tempo, you can get different styles, so in reality you really don't need anything else. If we quickly look at the unit itself, you will see the beautiful touchscreen here, and it comes with 2 foot switches, which is very nice to have because it gives you added flexibility. If we turn it around the back, very comprehensive in terms of connections. You have, starting here, an external foot switch. So if you want to put an expression pedal or another foot switch, nice and easy. Plug it in here and you can use it very easily. Then you have your guitar inputs, which I guess is a must, and an output. If you want to go to your amp, in your effects loop, whatever it may be, this is the one to use. The little ones here, one is the headphones and the other one is the aux in if you want to jam along with some of your cool tracks. Then you have a general volume here, which is a very nice touch actually, because having a physical volume at the back I find is very good rather than messing around with the actual parameters. Finally, last but not least, and everyone else, please learn a USB-C connection to hook it up to your computer. This baby is also your audio interface, and so you can very easily hook it up. Then, as an extra bonus, you have the Ampero editor, which automatically connects. Plug and play, total plug and play. Once you click on it, it recognizes the device, you can update it through that, and you have access on your computer screen to the various parameters of this. Last but not least, your standard power plug, and yes, it's 9 volt, so it works with most of our guitar pedals power plugs. Final point to remember, in addition to all the fantastic cabs which they have included, this also has tons of space for you to load your own IRs. Just before we plug in, let's just talk about the way it looks. I know some of you may think it's not really important. Well, it is important. This thing is absolutely stunning. I love the look. It comes in, I believe, 6 different colors, which will magically appear on your screen now, and they all look really nice. The touchscreen is fantastic, as mentioned, but I really like the design that they've used It looks great. They have funky ass colors, which is what we want, right? Let's be happy. Let's be joyful. Let's not always go for black. Let's have some fun colors. It looks great. Great enclosure. Very nice design. So obviously these guys have spent a load of time thinking about the aesthetics, thinking about how to make something useful, very good, rugged enough to bring out on gigs, but also look funky. I think it's time to stop messing about, plug it in, and go through a few sound samples. This baby has over 100 amps, pedals, etc. to go through. So for the purpose of this video, I just chose a few of the ones that I really liked, standard presets. I did not mess around with this, so no post EQ, just straight. I'm using Viz as my audio interface, and that's it. This a 3-hour Henning Pauly type video because maybe you guys have better things to do, but this thing has so many options to go through that it is incredible. So hopefully you enjoyed those sound samples. I tried to get a nice mix of straight up rock and roll, some acoustic stuff in there, a nice grungy sound as well, and then some basic bluesy type rock. I want to start the second part of the video by saying maybe Hotone should have put Ampero Mini brackets, problem solved, close brackets, because that's what this unit really is, a problem solver. Having played this for now over 2 weeks, this completely eliminates a number of problems which I've had as a recording guitarist for a long time. Now, we all love our boutique pedals, we all love our boutique amps and massive amps, but reality is that we're going from one gig to the other, we're going from one recording scenario to the other, and this is the way to go, because all you need is this, a wall plug, and really you are done. Obviously Hotone isn't the only player in this market, right? There's a lot of other manufacturers, Boss, Line 6, etc., that are going the same way. So they're going a small format, few foot switches, but lots of capability. One of the things that immediately sets this apart in my experience, or as far as I've played it, is just the pure processing power. This is a very, very powerful unit. This is equipped with a powerful, high-performance dual DSP, which means that at no point in my testing did it struggle with having all the high-powered CPU-consuming effects all put at once, all the best amps running the microphone simulation, the cab sim. I maxed everything out on this unit and there was no lag, there was no issues. It didn't block out any of the effects in the signal chain, something that another company that starts with L does very often. So I was very, very impressed. Now you may say, what's the real advantage of maxing it out and running all the effects and all the cabs, etc., all at once on the thing? I only use delay and reverb. First of all, if you want to use them, the power is there. Secondly, and most importantly, if you are a home recording guitarist, if you are someone who just likes to record and maybe do some demos with a computer. Having a dual DSP means this will take the load off your PC. So you can get away with maybe spending a little less in your home setup on the PC side or the Mac side, but getting this instead, because everything is handled through this. So very impressed with just the raw power that something this size can have. Now, linked to that, the sound quality of the amps is outstanding. One of the best that I've ever heard. Incredible detail has been put into recreating the amps. You have a wide variety of amps available there, so everything from clean to super dirty, everything in the middle. The crunch tones are particularly good, I find. You get very, very nice, also classic rock tones in this. Everyone will find something that's available. You can mix and match the cabs, you can change the microphones, you can decide what distance the microphone is, you can do everything in this unit. Because of the touchscreen, you don't necessarily need to hook it up. It's very easy to change all the parameters on the touchscreen. I call this unit the problem solver because really it can replace all those mountains of effects pedals that you have. It can replace those rack effects that you may have, and it can also replace your amps very easily. So overall, what are my final thoughts? I think the Ampero Mini is a great evolution of what the Hotone team have been working on for a long time. I think the Ampero Mini is simple, easy to use. It's a great size if you want to bring it around, if you want to have it as a backup, if you want to bring it to gigs, but it also has everything you need. In addition to, like I said, being an audio interface, the looper, for example, this would be an ideal unit for someone doing an electroacoustic gig, for example, by themselves. Put the looper on, you've got 100 seconds. Great solution that you can just carry around. Also, if you're someone just learning how to play guitar, if you're a beginner, one of the hardest things to learn is to play in time. But rather than using a boring ass metronome, just put the drum beat on, nice and easy, and it will surely help you get better. For the more experienced players, the pro players, I also think this is a very viable option. If you want to use it just as an effects unit, you can plug it into your effects return of your normal amp that you're using, and this has all the power that you will ever need. The effects are very, very good. You can tailor them, put them in and out, really good sounds. If instead you want to use this as your main or your backup rig, you can't go wrong. You can get your patches ready. You know what sound. You've got 99, I believe, user patches. You can set it up very easily. Something happens to your normal amp, it blows up, or you drop your beer on it, and this will be ready to go. Overall, the Ampero Amp Mini has an incredible range of amp sounds, pedal sounds, different setups that you can access easily on this tiny device. The sound quality is of a very, very high level. It's a versatile unit suitable for a number of recording, live playing scenarios, and has lots of functionalities in a tiny, really good looking package. So my 2 cents, this is an amazing product. I highly recommend it. It's everything we loved about the previous Amperos, but just smaller and better. Lastly, we've got to talk about the price. This is an affordable unit. As this is coming out today, there may be some differences, but if I'm not mistaken, this is around 200, 230 bucks. So I really think that for the amount of power, for the amount of possibilities this offers, that is a great price bracket. And I think this will sell very, very well. So guys, that's it. I will go plug this in, play some more rock and roll. And as usual, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, put them below. Let me know. Are you guys fans of the Ampero generally? Are you excited to have it in a smaller version? Let me know, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. And most importantly, play music, play some rock and roll, have fun, be good to each other, and peace.